Welcome children. Today my topic is refraction. So already we studied about reflection. So reflection is the bouncing back of light from any surface, and this reflection occurs in the same media itself. The light will bounce back in the same media itself. But here when light ray travels from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, this light ray will bend. And this bending of light ray is called as which one? Refraction. So the refraction is the bending of light ray when it travels from one transparent medium to another transparent medium. Okay. Suppose I am taking two medias here. Okay. So this is medium 1. This is second medium, medium 2. Suppose a light ray falls on this interface of these two media. This is the interface. Okay. Separation between two media. Suppose when light ray falls here, light ray is falling obliquely from one medium to another medium. These two are not same media. It is moving from one medium to another one medium. Now what will happen is, actually this light ray has to travel like this. It has to go straight. But what will happen here is, this light ray will slightly bend. Suppose I am drawing a normal here. So this is a normal, and this light ray will slightly bend here. Okay, this light ray will be bending, and this bending of light ray when it travels from one transparent media to another transparent media is called as which one? Refraction. And why this refraction occurs? The reason is, speed of light will change when it travels from one medium to another medium. Okay, the speed of light is not same in all the medias. Suppose this media I am taking is air. So this is air and this is water. Okay, so now here light ray travels from air to water. The speed of light in air is not same as which one? Speed of light in water. So the speed of light will differ in different media. That is the reason this light ray is bending. Okay, the bending of light ray when it travels from one transparent medium to another transparent medium can be called as which one? Refraction. And this refraction occurs due to which one? The change in speed of light in different media. The speed of light will differ in different medias. Okay. Now here I told you this light is traveling from air to water, and this air is considered as the optically rarer medium. Its density is less. So optically rarer medium. Optically rarer medium. That means optical density is less. And this water is taken as optically denser medium. Optically denser medium. So whenever light travels from optically rarer medium to optically denser medium, this light ray will bend towards the normal. This is a normal here. Suppose I am taking N dash is the normal, and this light ray is bending towards the normal. The reason is, when the light ray is traveling from rarer to denser, the speed of light will decrease. So here it is decreasing. Speed of light will decrease. Speed of light decreases. Or we can say light ray travels slower in denser media. So here this water is a denser media, optically denser media, and this air is an optically rarer media. So and this light ray travels slower in which one? Optically denser media. That is the reason it is moving towards the normal. But just opposite happens means, suppose I am taking one light ray like this. So this is the interface of two media, and suppose this media I am taking as water. First media is water and second media I am taking as air. And when this light ray falls obliquely on the interface of separation of these two media, so what will happen? I am drawing a normal here. So here what light ray travels from water to air. That is, water is an optically denser media. And air is an optically rarer media. So what will happen is, this light ray will bend away from the normal. So this is the normal, and this light ray bends away from the normal. So what is the reason? The reason is, this light ray travels faster now. The light ray travels faster. Faster in which one? This rarer media. Okay, the speed of light will increase. So whenever light ray travels from denser media to a rarer media, the speed of light will increase. That is why this light ray is bending away from the normal. Okay, and here this is the incident ray and this is a normal, and this angle is taken as angle of incidence I, and this angle is called as angle of refraction R. So angle of incidence I means it is the angle between incident ray and normal. So I is the angle between incident ray and normal, that is angle of incidence. And similarly, what is angle of refraction? Angle between refracted ray and normal. And here also this angle is taken as I, angle of incidence, that is angle between incident ray and normal. And here this is a refracted ray, this is refracted, not reflected, refracted ray, refracted ray. So angle between refracted ray, this is also refracted ray, and this normal, and this angle is called as which one? Angle of refraction. So whenever light travels from one medium to another medium, light ray will bend. And what is the reason? Because the speed of light will be differing in different media. Okay. And whenever light travels from optically rarer media to a optically denser media, this light ray will bend towards the normal. The reason is the speed of light will decrease. So whenever light enters a denser media, speed of light will decrease. It is going slower. The light ray will be going slower. And whenever light travels from a denser media to a rarer media, this light ray will bend away from the normal. What is the reason? Your speed of light will increase. The light ray will be moving faster in rarer media. Okay. So this is about refraction. And one best example is when we place a pencil inside a beaker containing water. Okay. Suppose this pencil is partially immersed in water, and we can see that the part of the pencil inside water appears to be bent. Okay, so when we are putting this pencil inside water, the part of the pencil inside water appears to be bent. But actually this pencil is not bended. Only the light ray coming from the pencil, that is, it is traveling from the light ray is traveling from water to air. So since the light ray is bending, we feel that this pencil also is to be bended. But actually the pencil is not bended. The reason, what is the reason there? It is a refraction. Due to refraction only, this pencil appears to be bent there. But not actually the pencil is bending. Only the light ray coming from the water to air is bended, because it is traveling from one medium to another medium. So whenever light travels from one medium to another medium, this light ray will be bending, and that property is called as which one? Refraction. Okay. And this optical density is the measure of transmittance through a optical medium. Measure of transmittance. Measure of transmittance. Measure of transmittance through an optical medium. Okay. The measure of transmittance through an optical medium is called as optical density. Okay. So if optical density is more, means the light ray will be passing slower. If optical density is less, means light ray will be traveling faster. So compared to air and water, so when we are comparing air and water, the optical density is more for water. That means light ray will be traveling slower in water. Okay. And optical density is less for air. That means light ray will be traveling faster in air. So this, anyway, optical density is a measure of transmittance through optical medium. Okay. Now we can go for refraction through a glass slab. So consider a glass slab named as ABCD, and consider one light ray which falls obliquely on one of the face of the glass slab. That means on the face AB. So this is a light ray which falls obliquely on the face AB, and this is taken as PO. This PO is the incident ray. This is a light ray which is incident on the surface AB, that is called as incident ray. I am drawing a normal here. So this is a normal. Okay. And this media is air. First media is air. And this is a glass slab, means this is made up of glass. Second media is glass. So this air is considered as a rarer media, because it is optically rarer media. And similarly glass is taken as optically denser medium. So we know that whenever light travels from a rarer medium to a denser medium, this light ray will bend towards the normal. So this light ray is bending towards the normal. This light ray is bending towards the normal. So what is the reason? Speed of light will decrease, or light ray will be traveling slower in which media? Glass, compared to which one? air. So it is bending towards the normal, and this angle is I am taking as I. I means angle of incidence, angle between incident ray and normal, and this angle is taken as angle of refraction, that is angle between refracted ray and normal. And this refracted, I am taking PO as which one now? PO is the incident ray. PO is the incident ray, and O dash, I am taking this point as O dash. So O dash is taken as the refracted ray. Refracted ray. And now at this point O dash, the light ray is traveling from glass to again which media here? Air. So again it is traveling from denser to which media? Rarer medium. So whenever light travels from denser to a rarer media, what will happen? This light ray will be bending away from the normal. So I am drawing a normal here first. It's a normal, okay, and this light ray is bending away from the normal, and this angle is taken as angle of incidence in the second phase, second surface. So this I is the angle of incidence in the second surface, that is DC, opposite surface of AB. Okay, and this final angle, this angle is called as an angle of emergence. So E is called as angle of emergence. Angle of emergence. Angle of emergence. And in the case of refraction through glass slab, we can see that always this angle of I, angle of incidence I is always equal to which quantity? E. So in the case of refraction through glass slab, I must be always equal to E. And also one more thing, suppose I am extending this incident ray. I am extending this incident ray. So we can see that this incident ray is always parallel to emergent ray. So in the case of refraction through glass slab, angle of incidence is always equal to angle of emergence. As well as one more thing, the incident ray is parallel to which one? Emergent ray. So in the case of refraction through glass slab, incident ray is always parallel to emergent ray, as well as angle of incidence is always equal to which one? Angle of emergence. And the perpendicular distance between the incident ray and the emergent ray is called as lateral displacement. Lateral displacement. Lateral displacement. Lateral displacement. So the perpendicular distance between the incident ray and emergent ray can be called as lateral displacement. And this lateral displacement mainly depends on two factors. Depends on two factors. First one is angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. That means whenever angle of incidence is more, this lateral displacement will be more. Okay, that is the first factor. Then second one, thickness of glass slab. Thickness of glass slab. That means whenever thickness of glass slab is more, so whatever lateral displacement, that also will be more. So this lateral displacement mainly depends on two factors, angle of incidence as well as thickness of glass slab. And on refraction through glass slab, incident ray is always parallel to which one? Emergent ray. And also angle of incidence I is always equal to which one? Angle of emergence. Okay, that means the extent of bending of the light ray and the two opposite parallel phases are equal and opposite. So here this is a normal and this light ray is bended towards left, and here this is a normal and this light ray is bended towards the right, but both amount are same only. The extent of bending on the both faces will be same. That is I is equal to which one? R. So that is why this incident ray is always parallel to emergent ray. The extent of bending at the two opposite parallel phases are equal and opposite. So here it is bended towards the left and here it is bended towards the right, and both amount will be same. Okay, that is why incident ray is always parallel to which one? Emergent ray in the case of refraction through glass slab. Okay, so in the case of refraction through glass slab, so mainly we have to study 2 points, that is the incident ray is always parallel to emergent ray, as well as angle of incidence is always equal to which one? Angle of emergence. And the perpendicular distance between the incident ray and emergent ray can be called as which one? Lateral displacement. It depends on mainly two factors, angle of incidence as well as thickness of glass slab. So this much about refraction through glass slab. So remaining portions we can study in the next video.